Dr. Diaz, tell me, you were a big part of this and inspiration to us at the Kimmel Cancer Center with Johns Hopkins. Tell us about what's happened since last year's swim to this year's swim.
Well, I think the big change is now we've built a lab at Johns Hopkins to help us perform a lot of the research that we need to help patients with cancer, to help support clinical trials, and really support the basic science research, the clinical research we need to push these clinical trials forward, to bring the discoveries from the lab into the clinic to help patients.
Absolutely. You were saying, and in this last year, you've had two exciting, I don't want to say breakthroughs, but discoveries in your lab.
Yeah, so this lab in part helped with the discoveries and the application of those discoveries to patients. One was in a special form of pancreatic cancer, where we found a new gene that's going to help us not only treat but also diagnose pancreatic cancer. And the other is finding small pieces of DNA around tumors to help us cut out the tumor better during surgery. So both those discoveries were helped by this lab. And that's just the first step. We have new clinical trials coming out.
Sure.
We're supporting young investigators and even more.
Doc, I have to ask you, I mean, and pancreatic cancer, of course, one of the toughest to treat.
Right.
But Baltimore, a city known for its cutting-edge medicine, cancer research, and, of course, the water and the swimming we have here with Michael Phelps and everything else. Just talk about, briefly, if you would, Baltimore and how the city has come out to support this effort.
Well, what's really cool is that Baltimore, for all the Swim Across America events around the country, was the #1 inaugural event, which just tells you that the combination of medicine, the water, and the swimmers, and the community all coming together to support these cancer patients, it really sends a key message, not just to the city, not just to the community, but to these cancer patients, that they're not alone, that their community supports them, and that we support the research going on in the city.
All right, Doc, we know you're going to be swimming in this year's swim. We look forward to that.
Yeah, wish me luck.
We'll see you here Sunday morning, Doc. Really appreciate that. And by the way, the weather does look great for the swim here on Sunday morning.